Hi, my name's May, and I'm the CEO of the Amazing Reading Box. The Amazing Reading Box is a reading activity kit that teaches children how to read using knowledge gained from decades of scientific research. This body of research is known as the science of reading. The science of reading is based on thousands of studies supported by hundreds of millions of dollars in research funds and conducted in almost every language. It is the scientifically proven best way to teach children how to read. Yet, this knowledge has not made its way into our school systems. Instead, schools use a whole language approach. This instructional approach has led to 66% of American children never to become proficient readers. This is completely unacceptable. When Bethlehem, Pennsylvania's school system switched their whole language curriculum for one based on the science of reading, they saw a tremendous increase in kindergartners' ability to read. Before, with whole language, only 54% of kindergartners were reading on grade level. When they switched to the science of reading approach, 84% of kindergartners were reading on grade level, and in 3 schools, it was 100%. We know how to teach children how to read, yet this knowledge is not being widely used. Educational advocates have been fighting since the 1960s to bring the science of reading into the school systems. This fight is known as the Reading Wars. For more information, I recommend Hard Words, Why Aren't Kids Being Taught How to Read?, a podcast series by Emily Hanford. Meet Jessica and her 5.5-year-old daughter, Meg. Meg just finished kindergarten and is struggling to learn how to read. Jessica knows that the reading instruction Meg is receiving in her school will not be enough to teach Meg how to read, so she looks for alternative solutions. Jessica could do a number of different things to teach Meg how to read, including hiring a tutor, getting Meg an IEP, switching schools, or teaching Meg how to read at home. A tutor is expensive, and getting an IEP is very time-intensive and requires extensive testing. Meg and Jessica also like their current school system. So Jessica decides to teach Meg how to read at home. Jessica is a private chef. She doesn't know how to teach reading, so she goes online and buys the Amazing Reading Box. Learning how to teach kids how to read is complicated. It's overwhelming. But the Amazing Reading Box makes teaching a child how to read easy and fun. The Amazing Reading Box uses fun games and activities that teach the fundamental skills of reading. The Amazing Reading Box is broken into 10 sections that include 2 to 5 games and activities and a short book. This book focuses on words that use the reading skill that the child has been practicing, as well as skills they've already learned. The Amazing Reading Box is a fun, straightforward way to teach children how to read at home that can be done at any pace. Jessica and Meg use the Amazing Reading Box 4 days a week for 30 minutes over the summer to teach Meg the fundamental skills of reading. By the end of the summer, Meg is a proficient reader, able to read words well beyond her grade level. The core value proposition the Amazing Reading Box brings to the table is a fun, science-based approach to teach kids how to read. In the early stages of my business, I plan to sell my product direct to consumer and on commission in small local businesses. The eventual goal is to sell the Amazing Reading Box in established retailers like Barnes & Noble, Walmart, Target, and even in grocery stores as a back-to-school special. In the early stages of my business, I plan to find the majority of my potential customers through Facebook parent groups. For my MVP, I put out a survey in multiple Facebook parent groups. 75% of survey participants said they were interested in my product. I plan on creating social media accounts on every platform that I can use for advertising, education, and activism. I plan on contacting news outlets and blogs with series on reading and education with the goal of them to do a story on the Amazing Reading Box. I want to give a TED Talk. I plan on doing this through TEDx when they have their regular summit on education. The Amazing Reading Box is a sale profit model. Every time a customer buys a box, there's a certain amount of profit that is made. This is what the cost of manufacturing, and this is what I plan to sell the boxes for. Eventually, I want to start manufacturing my product in bulk to bring down the cost and the price. My top expenses are manufacturing, materials, and shipping. My product will rely on endorsements from different prolific scientists and educators, certifying the Amazing Reading Box as a product of the science of reading to create value. 2 key partnerships that would be beneficial for the Amazing Reading Box would be a partner in the manufacturing and distributing field and a seasoned Orhan Gillingham or Wilson tutor to help with development. Competitors. Basically, when it comes to at-home reading, there's one big name in the game, Hooked on Phonics. Hooked on Phonics is old, it's outdated, and it still uses CDs. The Amazing Reading Box covers phonics, phonological awareness, phonemic awareness, and countless more skills that teach children how to read. The Amazing Reading Box is positioned for success. It is the only comprehensive at-home reading kit based on the science of reading on the market. The education system is also pivoting towards the science of reading as a whole, so the demand for this product will only go up. Using the Amazing Reading Box, Meg learned how to read. She avoided becoming one of the 66% of American children who never become proficient readers.